Do you feel stuck in life as if no matter what you do, nothing really changes? You're not alone. But here's the truth. You can never change your life until you change something you do daily. It's our daily habits, the small, consistent actions, that either build the life we dream of, or trap us in the life we want to escape. Today we're diving deep into this powerful truth, and uncovering how you can transform your habits to transform your life. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable steps to start making real, lasting changes today. Do you ever find yourself wondering why your life feels stuck in the same cycle, like no matter how hard you try, nothing seems to change? It's frustrating, isn't it? But here's a thought I want you to consider. You can never change your life until you change something you do daily. Our lives aren't shaped by the big, dramatic moments we see in movies or hear about in success stories. No, it's the little things, the daily actions, the habits we barely notice that quietly build our future. Think about it. Every great athlete, successful entrepreneur, or inspiring leader didn't wake up one day with a magic formula for success. They built their lives brick by brick, habit by habit, and so can you. In today's video, we're going to uncover the power of habits, the small changes you can make today to completely transform your tomorrow. Whether you're trying to improve your health, career, or mindset, this is where it starts. So stick with me. You're about to unlock the first step to a new you. Let's start with the science of habits. Did you know that up to 40% of what we do every day isn't a decision, it's a habit? That means your life isn't shaped by big, dramatic moments, but by the little things you do on autopilot. Think of habits as compound interest for your life. Good habits like exercising or reading pay dividends over time. Bad habits like procrastination or overspending do the opposite. Let's begin by asking the big question, why do habits matter so much? The answer is simple. Your habits are the foundation of your life. They're the invisible force shaping who you are and where you're headed. Think of habits like compound interest. Every small action you repeat, good or bad, multiplies over time. Let's say you spend just 10 minutes a day exercising. In 1 week, that's over an hour. In a year, that's 60 hours of progress toward better health. Now imagine the opposite, 10 minutes a day scrolling on social media. Over time, that becomes hours of wasted potential. The real challenge isn't the big dramatic decisions in life, it's the tiny ones you barely notice. Every time you choose to act or not act, you're casting a vote for the kind of person you'll become. Let's talk about why daily habits are the foundation of your life. Think of it this way. Your life is a reflection of your habits, not your goals. It's not what you wish for that determines your success, but what you do consistently every single day. Now here's something fascinating. Research shows that up to 40% of our actions every day are habits, things we do on autopilot without even thinking. That's almost half of your life being shaped by what you've trained yourself to do automatically. And here's the kicker. Habits are neutral. They don't care if they're helping you or holding you back. They just do their job. So if your habits are aligned with your goals, they'll take you closer to success. But if they're not, well, they'll quietly steer you in the wrong direction. Let me give you an example. Imagine two people who are exactly the same today. Same job, same fitness level, same finances. One decides to read for 20 minutes every night, the other decides to binge watch an extra episode of their favorite show instead. No big deal, right? But fast forward 3 months. The first person has finished 3 books, gained new skills, and feels more confident. The second person? They've watched hours of TV but feel no closer to their goals. The difference? Habits. Small, consistent actions compound over time. This is what I like to call the power of 1%. If you improve just 1% every day, whether it's your health, your knowledge, or your relationships over a year, those tiny gains will add up to massive transformation. But it works the other way too. If you let bad habits linger, like skipping workouts, procrastinating, or eating unhealthy meals, that 1% decline adds up. And before you know it, you're wondering why nothing in your life is improving. The great news is this. You're in control of your habits. You have the power to choose the small actions you take each day. And over time, those small actions can lead to incredible results. Remember, it's not about giant leaps. It's about consistent, deliberate steps forward. So, here's your takeaway. Habits might seem small, but they're the building blocks of your life. When you focus on building the right habits, you're not just changing your day, you're changing your future. Now that we understand the power of habits, let's talk about how to identify the right ones to focus on. It starts with 2 questions. What's one habit I'm doing right now that's holding me back? What's one habit I can add that will move me forward? Let's take an example. If you're constantly feeling tired, maybe the habit holding you back is going to bed late. The habit to move forward could be setting a fixed bedtime. Here's a practical exercise. Write down your daily routine. Every hour. Be honest, this is for you. Then ask yourself, are these actions getting me closer to or farther from my goals? Clarity is key. Once you identify the habits to target, you can start focusing on replacing the bad with the good. Now that we know how powerful habits are, let's focus on a critical question. How do you identify the right habits to focus on? Because let's be honest, not all habits are created equal. Some will move you closer to your goals, and others, well, they'll just keep you busy. The key to identifying the right habits is to ask yourself two simple questions. What's one habit I'm doing right now that's holding me back? What's one habit I could add that would move me forward? Let's break it down. Start with the first question. What's holding me back? This is about recognizing the habits that are sabotaging your progress, those little things you might not even notice. Maybe it's scrolling through your phone first thing in the morning, hitting snooze on your alarm, or skipping your workout. Here's the thing. These habits might seem harmless in the moment, but over time, they add up. The goal is to identify these behaviors and replace them with habits that actually serve you. Now let's move to the second question. What habit can I add to move me forward? Think about your biggest goals, whether it's improving your health, growing your career, or building stronger relationships. Ask yourself, what's one small daily action that could help you get there? Here's an example. If your goal is to get healthier, maybe the new habit is drinking a glass of water every morning or going for a 10-minute walk after lunch. If your goal is to grow professionally, maybe it's reading one page of a book or listening to a podcast on your commute. And here's a pro tip. Start small. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to change everything at once. Focus on one habit at a time. Once it becomes automatic, you can add another. Finally, track your habits. Use a journal, an app, or even a simple checklist. Seeing your progress, no matter how small, keeps you motivated and accountable. So take a moment today to reflect. What's one habit you need to let go of, and what's one habit you'll start tomorrow? This is your chance to realign your actions with your dreams. Here's the habit formation formula Q: routine, reward. Let me break it down. 1. Q is the trigger, something that reminds you to do the habit. 2. Routine is the action you take, the habit itself. 3. Reward is the benefit you feel, which reinforces the habit. Let's say you want to start journaling every day. Your cue could be placing your notebook on your pillow. Your routine is journaling before bed. Your reward? The peace of mind that comes from clearing your thoughts. Here's another tip. Use habit stacking. Attach your new habit to an existing one. For example, if you're already brushing your teeth every morning, you can stack a new habit, like drinking a glass of water, right after. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Missing one day doesn't mean you failed. Just pick up where you left off and keep going. The key is consistency, not intensity. Here's the formula Q: routine, reward. What triggers the habit? What's the action you take? What's the benefit you feel? Stack your new habit onto an existing one, and don't forget to celebrate small wins. Those rewards keep the habit alive. Now that you've identified the habits you want to build, let's talk about how to make them stick. There's a simple, science-backed formula to building any habit, and it goes like this. Cue, routine, reward. Let me break it down for you. First, you need a cue, something that triggers the habit. A cue can be anything, a time of day, an action, or even a place. It's like a signal that tells your brain, hey, it's time to do this now. For example, let's say you want to start exercising every morning. Your cue could be setting out your workout clothes the night before. When you see them in the morning, your brain associates that visual cue with exercising. The key is to make your cue obvious. If it's hidden or easy to ignore, the habit won't start. So think about how you can make your cue impossible to miss. Next comes the routine. This is the actual habit you're trying to build. It's important to keep your routine simple and achievable, especially in the beginning. The more complicated it is, the harder it will be to stick with. For example, if your goal is to start journaling, don't aim to write pages every day right away. Start with just 1 or 2 sentences. The goal here isn't perfection, it's consistency. Remember, a small habit done daily is far more powerful than a big habit done occasionally. Finally, we have the reward. This is what keeps you coming back to the habit. Your brain needs to feel like the action was worth it, or it won't stick. Rewards don't have to be huge. Sometimes the habit itself is its own reward, like the endorphins you get from exercising. But in the early stages it can help to give yourself an extra incentive. Maybe after completing your habit, you treat yourself to a favorite snack or take 5 minutes to relax and do something you enjoy. And here's a bonus tip. Use habit tracking as a reward. There's something incredibly satisfying about seeing a streak of completed days. It creates a visual reminder of your progress and keeps you motivated to keep going. So, remember, cue routine reward. That's the formula. Start small, make your cues obvious, and give yourself a reason to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Habits don't form overnight, but with this formula, you're setting yourself up for success. Changing your life doesn't happen overnight, but the moment you start changing your habits, you're planting the seeds of a new future. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Progress is enough. We've covered a lot today, and I hope you're feeling inspired to take control of your habits and ultimately, your life. Remember, it's the small actions you take every single day that shape your future. Not the big leaps, not the grand gestures, but the quiet consistency of daily habits. If there's one takeaway I want you to leave with, it's this. You have the power to design your life by designing your habits. Start by identifying one habit that's holding you back and replacing it with one that moves you forward. Use the habit formation formula, cue, routine, reward to make it stick. And remember, progress isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up every day and doing your best. So here's my challenge to you. What's one small change you can make starting today? Write it down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're working on. And if you found value in today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it. And of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos on transforming your habits and your life. Together, we're building a community of growth and positivity. If this video resonated with you, don't stop here. Start with just one small change today and let us know in the comments. What's one habit you're committing to? We'd love to cheer you on. And if you're ready for more tips and inspiration on personal growth, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Together, let's make every day count. Alright, before you go, let's make this the start of something amazing. If you're ready to take control of your habits and transform your life, here's what I need you to do right now. First, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video packed with actionable tips and motivation to help you grow. This is just the beginning of your journey, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Second, leave a comment below and tell me one habit you're going to start working on today. Your story could inspire someone else to take action too. And finally, if you found value in today's video, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs this message. Remember, small changes can lead to big transformations, not just for you, but for the people you care about too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep building habits that shape the life you deserve.